So today I'm here talking about the mind, the body, the soul, and I decided to invite this wonderful friend, member of the Art of Fitness. So I have Farid here with us, or how do everybody calls you?
Laguna Buddha.
Laguna Buddha. And why Laguna Buddha? It's because of you always smiling and you're in heaven the whole time.
Well, no, I went to, because I'm a grandmaster martial artist, I went to Tibet for training with Shaolin monks about 23 years ago. And after meditation, they told me that we saw it, that in past life, you were Buddha. And I go, oh, okay. And then following year, I went for another training for some other monks. They told me the same thing. 2 years later, I went to Taipei for my Qigong master. There was a guy who was in charge of 5 temples, 88 years old guy. And he told me the same thing. I said, when I came back, I go, I'm Laguna Buddha.
So you are Laguna Buddha. But yes, you do have this light about us. We're going to talk about everything.
Yeah.
First, thank you for your time to be here, for this conversation.
Of course.
And let's talk about fitness first. I want to get into the fitness part of you here at Art of Fitness and how many classes you do here a day. Remember when
I
you
do
do the
minimum.
competition and you're like,
Minimum 2 a day. I'm here every day. So the only day there's only one class is Sunday, spinning. But beside that, I do weights 5 times a week, and then I do my classes every day, 2 in a row.
martial arts. When did you start practicing?
When I was 6 years old, I started martial arts, 6, 7. And I just did that back home in Iran. And I left Iran, I went to Germany and continued there because one of my cousin actually, he had a martial arts studio in Munich. So literally I arrived the next day, I was in the class. I continued that, and then when I came to US about a long time ago, as long as your age, and
Okay.
I continue the martial arts. I never stop. I do that every single day.
So is that right to say that you have been training your mind since you start doing this practice?
Absolutely. That's I mean, meditation is part of the martial arts that you have to do daily. And so I've always done that since I was a kid. I still do it.
So you meditate every day?
Oh yeah, twice a day. I meditate before I sleep and meditate as soon as I wake up, before I start the day. So I just clear my mind, let go of everything, and then I start a day.
You were part of the Guinness Record. Tell us about.
We created an organization called World Legion of Power. It was a powerlifting and martial arts organization. So we would do events with the strongest man in the world without using any kind of drugs. So anybody will come during the competition.
Show their
if they
strength?
break any record, you go, okay, we got to test you. If they wouldn't test, they go, okay, you're out. If they will test, then we will.
So you show your strength in a natural form.
Right.
And you went and you won.
So I was part of the martial arts part. But I want to become a strongest grandmaster of Hall of Fame, because usually martial artists they don't do muscle work because they're not supposed to be tight. They have to be very loose, soft. But I just want to do one time. So I did a lot of training for like 9 months with C.T. Fletcher, a very known powerlifter. So then I did 300 pounds bench. And once I did, I said, okay, that's it, I'm done. And then during that time, then we said, I'm going to do Guinness record. So it was a concrete blocks. It used to be 52 concrete blocks that somebody broke in like a minute and a half. So I lifted up to 55 and I broke them in under 18 seconds. It was 17.56 seconds.
How do you train for?
I've been doing all of that. I mean, I'm a lot of fighting, a lot of breaking, bending. I mean, I have a lot of videos on YouTube. I'm bending iron.
But it is not only physical strength.
It's mental. Oh yeah.
Exactly.
So everything that I have done, like crazy stuff, if you see on YouTube, like I broke concrete block with a sledgehammer on my stomach. I mean, a lot of different things. I have never broken anything.
How would you learn about the mind? What would you say?
Well, it's actually very, very simple. So the purpose of meditating is that how can I become a little bit more conscious at this moment for today? So it's very important because most people that live their life, there's only 3% conscious. 97% they're like their mind is gone, all these thoughts, which is takes away their power and the strength from them. So meditation is about I'm letting go of all the thoughts. I don't want to think about anything. Just relax, no tension in your body, just be. It's very simple. But the point is that you have to like work on it until you can clear your mind all the time. It takes time, but it's not that difficult. And after that, you just have to make that daily.
Yes. Do you know
Like
what
let it
have
all
been?
go.
So mental health. How would you in these days? And what's your practice? Do you have a
Yeah, well, I used to have a residential detox rehab for drug and alcohol and mental health, an outpatient for psychotherapy, holistic medicine, all of that. So I sold them all. Now I'm just thinking about new business.
mentally like the well-being? The shift in the thoughts and the mind through movement.
Absolutely. Even when I had the residentials, I enforced all the people that they were in drug rehab facility every day. They had to get up, meditate, and I would take him out with the staff for exercising, do the steps, get in the ocean, swimming, and come back. And then once they will change, meditate again, let go of all the negative thoughts, and brings in power of the nature and elements and just move on with that. So that way they have a strength mentally, physically, emotionally towards not using the drugs. So because that will give them a lot of strength. So that's good for anybody.
And you believe, you think that you can only reach that state um, in a mind by daily practice. It
Daily
has to be
practice.
something like the same
Daily.
that we do every day with our body.
Absolutely.
Agree?
You do different things, but you have to do daily because also when you exercise, your breath, you become conscious about your breath. You follow your breath, breathing in, breathing out. That will help you out a lot with your lung and a lot of different things. It doesn't matter what kind of exercise you do, if it's a spinning class, booty class, step class, weights, they're all about consciousness and you want to feel it. Every movement you want to do, you want to feel your body. And then after that, then you will let go of all the tensions, all the interruptions, negativities, all of that. So when you're done, you're relaxed, calm. Then you continue your day much, much more positive, very effective.
So if you could give like a simple recipe of mind, body, soul, or soul, mind, body, how do you describe
So
these components?
even if somebody doesn't meditate in the morning when they wake up, they can come to gym, like come upstairs. Like me, I come always and stretch. It's very important to stretch before the workout. Like I stretch first thing in the morning and end of the night. So stretching is important. So while you're doing, you can meditate. So you come in, you do your little meditation, you stretch, and you start your classes. And you do that in daily basis. And end of the day, again, you do your stretches, you meditate, and you're like released of all the tensions. And next day, you look forward to come to gym because it's gonna make a huge difference the way you feel, not only physically, also mentally. It's very important.
I want to talk a little bit about healing. I went through a big loss years ago. You went through some recently, and I'm feeling disconnected
Yeah, we
from
call
the
it
body.
living in a denial if you don't want to face the reality and truth. Because as part of a life, you're gonna lose your loved ones. So you have to deal with it in daily basis, and you have to find a path that the person who loved you also left you, that's what they want from you, to continue the life and living with happiness and health.
So do you say that this also is your mindset that training you to also have this look of a situation and find the answers that lift you up? Do you believe that's possible without medication, without going through, doctors or all of this?
I'm in this age. As I said, I do not take any medications. I don't need anything because I mean, most of my friends are doctors. I have so many doctor friends. They check on me. Nothing. I never got COVID. And I never get cold. I never get sick for years.
So what do you say is your medicine for, so I'm going to ask the three, for the body?
Exercise, meditation,
Mind, meditation.
mind, yeah, all of that.
Soul,
Same. Emotions, same. All of it. I literally cannot survive without it already.
do you pray?
Pray, not really. I put my thoughts towards the universe, all the elements. I appreciate and I say thank you so much, ocean, earth, wind, all of that. And I look at everybody that they have passed this world, and I look at them, and I send my love, I receive their love, and just
Beautiful.
continue the day.
For me, the way that I elevate my spirit, I pray, but I pray for a God that I believe is the creator of all. And when I'm, even before I arrive in the gym or before class, I release that prayer in the sense that thank you for giving me the body to do things. Thank you for giving me the mind to think in a way that I know the connection of make us who we are. And that helps me elevating. I feel my spirit being elevated in that moment.
Yeah, because beside that, I also do hiking, a lot of hiking. I love hiking. Same
Yes.
thing with the
We need to
nature.
do our
nature.
hiking together. I
And
wanna
gardening.
explore
I
more
love
of the
gardening. When you do
You love
gardening, oh yeah, gardening is extremely meditative because when you start the gardening, you like get into the greens and how to cut it, what to cut, where to put the dirt, and then you're working. I mean, afterwards, I'm always pouring sweat, and then when I'm done, I look at it. It's so nice. It's calming. I love it.
For someone that is watching us and it feels very, let's say, disconnected, say in a simple way to get someone to start doing the small steps.
But what I always train people with is that even it's difficult for you to you do your meditation exercise, how about if you just do 5 minutes a day? Can you do 5 minutes? You go, yeah, 5 minutes. I go, okay, that's all I want. Just do 5 minutes a day. Because once they get used to do the 5 minutes a day, then they feel the difference afterward, and then they will raise it.
And you're talking about the emptying the mind.
Oh yeah,
aspect.
emptying the mind, exercising, doing even the softest thing, simplest thing doesn't matter. As long as they get focus and concentrate on doing that, I gotta do that 5 minutes a day. Then they get used to it, and they will do more and more and more. Then they reach to the place of the peace of mind and harmony.
So would you say that we have way more power within us to
Absolutely.
explore that we don't even tap?
A lot more power.
Right.
A lot more power.
And who can teach us this?
Look at ourselves. We are the only one. I mean, you can read a lot of things. Like another thing that helped me a lot is the poetry. So it's kind of same thing when you read poetry, you kind of like dive into it because you have to like, what did he really mean? You like kind of like meditative. It's kind of like exercise, same thing. It's like when I exercise, like today yoga, it was so good. So I told her, I said, that was real yoga, because when I do the great yoga like that, I don't think about anything. All I'm thinking about, I feel my body, and what else I can do. If I do a little bit move this way, that will be more aligned. Because I'm so conscious about my body, so
That
I
you know.
correct myself. Oh no, turn it a little bit like that. You need more alignment. You need more this, more that, and every day I do something
But it
better.
takes a lot of self-knowledge of your part and, educating yourself to get to a place where you know when, even like through a practice as yoga, when you're off, how to adjust,
That's why you have to do it every day and bring yourself to the place of joy. Then you pay more and more attention. You read more about it. You take these videos more about it. What's the best way to do it?
listen to conversations like this more. And you are a writer as well. Yes. Tell me about I want to end this with, maybe if you can share one of your poem with us. And then, do you want to talk about what you're writing now first?
Well, I wrote two martial arts books, one for Shaolin Kempo and one for Taekwondo. So every technique that you need from white belt to black belt. So it's all over Amazon, all over Europe selling it. And I wrote 6 poetry books. I finished my 7th one, but it's not published yet. So 6 poetry books. It's all about love, compassion, strength, inner power. Anything is internal. And then once you receive all this internal thing, how can you send it out to universe for others? Because you want to hold hands,
You're doing here today.
Yeah, you always want to do that.
Do you want to do one for us before we close this great conversation?
Well, what I did is that now I'm making a song out of my poem.
Whoa, we're gonna have us singing.
So I'm just gonna play one that is a short one.
Okay.
I wrote this that I was gonna share that with my daughter. So it's kind of.
Is that you? The lyrics?
No, it's my poem. But the shadow lengthened on the grass.
As golden hours begin to pass.
A golden hours begins to pass.
I've been the walls, the roof, the gate.
I have been the walls, the roof, and the gate.
And keep you straight.
To keep you safe and keep you straight.
I've been the compass in your head.
I've been a compass in your head.
The map across an unknown land.
The map across the unknown land.
The maps are meant to lead you out beyond the border of my doubt.
Beyond the border of my doubt.
And though my light may dip and fade, don't fear the quiet or the shade.
Oh.
For every spark I gave to you is now a fire, bright and true.
Is now a fire, bright and true.
Ooh, wow, amazing. Farid, thank you.
Of
This
course.
was
Of course.
taught me so much as well. Thank you for sharing. And I'll see you
Well,
tomorrow.
listen, I appreciate this gym very much.
Oh,